Hello, everyone. Welcome to our program, Daily Bible Readings. And today we have our February 10, 2023. It's Friday. It's the fifth week in Ordinary Time, and our psalm is Blessed are those whose sins are forgiven. Blessed are those whose sins are forgiven. Our first reading is from Genesis chapter 3, verses 1 to 8. Now the serpent was the most crafty of all the wild creatures that Yahweh God had made. He said to the woman, Did God really say you must not eat from any tree in the garden? The woman said to the serpent, We may eat the fruit of the trees in the garden, but of the fruit of the tree that is in the middle of the garden, God said, You must not eat and you must not touch it, or you will die. The serpent said to the woman, You will not die, but God knows that the day you eat it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like gods, knowing good and evil. The woman saw that the fruit was good to eat and pleasant to the eyes, and ideal for gaining knowledge. She took its fruit and ate it, and gave some to her husband, who was with her. He ate it. Then their eyes were opened, and both of them knew they were naked. So they sewed leaves of a fig tree together and made themselves loincloths. They heard the voice of Yahweh God walking in the garden in the cool of the day, and they, the man and his wife, hid from Yahweh God among the trees of the garden. The first reading. Our gospel is from Mark chapter 7, verses 31 to 37. Again, Jesus set out from the country of Tyre. He passed through Sidon, and skirting the Sea of Galilee, he came to the territory of Decapolis. There, a deaf man, who also had difficulty in speaking, was brought to him. They asked Jesus to lay his hand upon him. Jesus took him apart from the crowd, put his fingers into the man's ears, and touched his tongue with spittle. Then, looking up to the heaven, he said with a deep sigh, Ephaphatha, that is, be open. And immediately his ears were opened, his tongue was loosened, and he began to speak clearly. Jesus ordered them to tell anyone, not to tell anyone about it. But the more he insisted, the more they proclaimed it. The people were completely astonished and said, He has done all things well. He makes the deaf hear and the dumb speak. Be opened. Be open. It seems like such a simple command, but it's far more complicated than we might imagine. To what should we be open? In the reading from Genesis, the woman and the man with her were open to the words of the serpent, tempting them to defy God's commandments and selfishly seek their own wisdom and pleasure. Clearly, that's not the openness that Jesus commands. Instead, we are called to open our ears to the cries of those in need. We are called to open our mouths to speak out against sin and injustice wherever we find it, to speak truth to power, and to tell everyone the good things that God has done for us. We are called to open our hands to give generously, to raise others up, and to offer assistance. We are called to open our hearts to welcome others and to love them unconditionally as God loves us. Be open. Thank you very much for watching our daily Bible readings, and I hope you learned something today. And Thank you very much to Auntie Nancy for the gift, this gift, the Daily Bible Diary. And we were able to share this to the whole world. Thank you very much. Always remember, learning is lifetime. Bye, everyone.